Hello, if you couldn't guess from what's in front of me, I'm going to be copying Emma Chamberlain's video ideas from here on out because I have run out of ideas, and so I'm just going to start stealing from other YouTubers. So this is my Trader Joe's taste test, and this is the stuff we're going to be trying today. In Emma's video, she got this vegan Caesar dressing that looks like a pressed juice. I don't know if you can see, but yeah, it says like vegan Caesar dressing. And she used a piece of lettuce and just dipped it in to try it. We don't even have lettuce. So I'm just gonna use one of these crackers and give it a try. Crap. That's pretty good, actually. It tastes kind of fishy, which is surprising that it's vegan because it literally tastes like anchovies a little bit, which I don't necessarily like when my Caesar salad tastes like anchovy, but that's actually not half bad. But I wouldn't give it a 9 out of 10. She gave it, I think, a 9. I would give this like a 6 or a 7. Next thing we're trying is this onion chive cream cheese spread. Very like thick. He's a thickie, all right. That's pretty good. I would give this like a 7 out of 10 because it's good, but I think you could also get this literally anywhere, not just Trader Joe's, so not that crazy. But 6 out of 10, pretty good. Trader Joe's chunky salsa and blue corn chips, which I've actually had before, but I don't know if I've had them from Trader Joe's. So I'm heating up water for this tea that I bought, so I decided while we wait, might as well try the salsa. It smells good. Put the blue corn chip here. That's pretty good. For me, it's so hard to find a salsa that I like, and this one I actually do like. So I'm gonna rate this salsa like an 8 out of 10. It's pretty good. 8 out of 10. 6 out of 10. Just doesn't really like. There's nothing special about this. I wouldn't get it again, but I wouldn't not. Like I wouldn't say, oh, I hate those. I don't care. Julia's pick, organic strawberry lemonade. Looks very strawberry-ish, which is kind of exciting.
Before using.
I did. I turned it upside down.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I like that.
That tastes like Poland. Yeah, that's really good. I'm already imagining mixing that with tequila, and that is just fire. That is so good. That tastes like strawberry margarita mix. Okay. Oh, so I would rate that 10 out of 10, I think. That's really good. Organic carrot turmeric juice blend. I got it because it sounded like a health shot to me, like a wellness shot. And I was like, oh, kind of down.
Kind of smells aquarium-y to me.
Oh, it's like more It tastes more like carrots than I was expecting. I thought it would taste more like ginger. I don't think there's even ginger in this, so I don't know what brought me to that assumption. But here's the thing. It doesn't taste good, but it tastes healthy. So I'm going to give it like a 8.5 out of 10. It tastes like a wellness shot. It tastes a little bit like a wellness shot, and I think if I added lemon juice to this and ginger, it would taste exactly like a wellness shot, which I'm probably going to try. Here's the next thing we're trying. Rolled corn tortilla chips, chili and lime flavored. And they look exactly like Takis, which is why I bought them. They don't smell like Takis. They're good though. If you compare these to Takis, they're nowhere close to Takis, but if you just have them as its own chip, like if you eat it as its own chip, put all of your prejudgment aside, it's pretty good. As a substitute to Takis, what I would rate this, probably like a 2 out of 10. But as its own chip, I'd probably rate it like a 8 out of 10. This is pretty good to me. I like this. We have reached our desserts. So we're gonna be trying these dunkers, which I've actually had before and I already know that they're good. Chef's kiss. Dad's gonna like those. Those taste a lot like the ones he used to get. 10 out of 10. I like it.
They're good, but I do prefer my cookies to be chewy than crispy, so
Whatever, Julia. These are the cheesecake cones that Emma said were 10 out of 10, amazing, you have to try it, best food she's ever had in her life. She spoke about it very highly. This is what they look like. They've been defrosting for a while. Now we're gonna try them. Ooh, they're kind of gooey. Oh, I left half the cheesecake in the dots. Okay. That is pretty good. It reminds me of like childhood. I think it's the almonds. Julia, not during my video, please. Are you done? Can we go on?
The sugar hit the back of my throat. I think I'm good.
Anyways, that is good. 10 out of 10. Pomegranate white tea with hibiscus flowers and lemongrass. I think you're supposed to make it hot, but I hate hot tea, so I left a little bit aside that's hot, and then I turned most of it into an iced tea because that's how I'm gonna be drinking it. But I'm tasting it in both ways to give a fair rating, because if it tastes bad iced, but it tastes good hot, then like it served its purpose. You know what I mean? I'm scared of hot tea. It's good, it tastes like Tivana. Oh yeah, it needs a lot more like sugars, and it's good though, it's very refreshing. I rate that a 7 out of 10, and I think it'll be a 10 out of 10 once I add enough sugar or agave or something like that to this to make it taste sweeter, because I like my tea a little bit sweet. My all-time favorite from this little Trader Joe's haul is I think it's the chili and lime chips. So we also have stuff that's like frozen and like foods that you have to like prepare. Yeah, like real meals. So this is exactly like Emma's video, pretty much. Like all the snack stuff first and then all the meal stuff. Only difference is I can't afford to open everything and cook everything right now because that's what we're gonna be eating all week. So this will either be a video that takes me a week to film, or you're not gonna see everything that we make, or whatever. These Trader Joe's hash browns. So I'll let you know how those taste. Here are the hash browns. Try not to like spill them. And off the bat, I don't think I'm gonna like them because I don't think I cooked them correctly. It told me to use an oven and cook it for 14 minutes and do all of this crazy stuff, and I was like, breakfast should not be that complicated, just pop it in the toaster. So that's what I did. I just popped it in the toaster, and it's not crispy, which is a problem for me because I don't like breakfast food in general. So like if it's not even crispy, if it's just like, oh, it's still freezing cold too. All right, we're gonna pop it back in the toaster. I put these back in the toaster for a little bit, and the toaster was smoking, and it looked like it was about to go on fire. So hopefully these are fully cooked this time because I risked my house's life for these hash browns. It's just not crispy. But I also didn't listen to the directions, so I can't really be upset. So I'm gonna give this like a 4 out of 10. Not for taste, just for consistency. Like, it's not crispy, it's falling apart, it's just yuck. Trader Joe's hash brown, 4 out of 10. But if I cooked it right, probably like 8 out of 10. Update, we just made these stuffed gnocchi, outside in, potato gnocchi stuffed with tomato sauce and mozzarella. That's a 10 out of 10. I want to make these again because they were so good. Restaurant quality, amazing, show-stopping, can't get enough. What do you think?
You wanted to
Exactly.
eat it, so.
Okay, now the last thing that I tried were these like shots. It was like a ginger shot and a turmeric shot, which are right here. But I lost the footage of me taking them because my phone was broken. And then I tried to film to rate it on photo booth, and it just came out even uglier than like this quality. So I'm just gonna give you a little rundown on what happened. So the ginger one was super good, but burns like heck. And so flavor-wise, it's probably like a 0 out of 10, but the way it makes me feel is a 10 out of 10, so I gave it a 10 out of 10. And then the turmeric one was like really so smooth, like you couldn't even tell it like went down your throat. It was so good. So I gave both of them a 10 out of 10. But the turmeric one was a lot easier. Like if you've never taken a wellness shot, I suggest taking the turmeric one. If you're like me and you like love wellness shots, get the ginger one because she is passionate. I also tried these acai bowls. Crap, I keep going to the wrong direction. I also tried these acai bowls and they were pretty good. I think I rated them like a 7 or 8 out of 10 because like the bowl itself was good and fine, but it only came with like frozen strawberries and blueberries and they were kind of like too frozen even when you let it thaw overnight like they suggest. It was cool that it came with like granola and coconut flakes and stuff like that, so like it's basically ready to go if you want just like a quick breakfast in the morning. It's good, and I'm probably gonna buy a bunch more of them, but if you wanted it to be like a stellar breakfast, add fresh fruit. And I guess this is also my outro because I never really filmed one. So thanks for watching my video. Comment down below, swipe up, subscribe for Trader Joe. Thanks for watching.